quick hot.
Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Thank you for always coming back to watch the videos. In case you're new here, you're welcome. Kindly consider subscribing, share this video, like, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this video, guys. My name is Jabian and I'm coming live from Kenya, Nyabohansi to be specific, guys. As you can see, yeah. So I'm here with one and only.
I'm Simon.
Yeah. From
Kenya.
Yeah. So we have a special visitor, guys, by the name Simon. He's going to share with us about dating and relationship and
the traditional dating,
yeah,
and the modern dating.
Yes, guys, traditional dating and modern dating. Just keep tuned and yeah, don't miss out. Yeah. Yeah. So Simon.
Yes.
What is dating?
Actually, I can say dating is just making much more aware, making you afraid. Dating is like making you afraid to know you more as you continue with your relationship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. So how about relationship? Relationship is dating, right?
Relationship cannot normally be dating because there is very many type of relationship.
Oh yeah, sure.
So it will depend with the kind of the relationship that we're talking about.
Oh.
And here we are talking a relationship of maybe we can call it a romantic relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, how do you see this?
We women we care about the hair so much.
I know.
Okay.
Kindly, our audience, you can see we are very comfortable in this place.
Yeah.
It's a good place.
Very beautiful.
Very beautiful.
Yeah.
And I'm here with my host, Jabian.
Yeah.
I'm Simon.
Yeah.
And as you can see, my friend want us to talk about dating, the traditional way of dating. Was there dating before? In
African traditional way.
In African traditional way.
Okay.
Was there dating?
What is dating about today?
And the dating and today's dating. The modern dating.
The modern dating.
Yeah.
Okay. So how was it in African traditional setting? The setup, how was it?
Yes. In African traditional, still dating was there.
Yeah.
Though was not too much, because as I told you earlier, those days traditional way of dating, women did not have too much freedom the way they have today.
Oh.
In our traditional way of life, there was no freedom to women. But as we have gone by enlightenment, our today's women are modernized.
Yeah.
They have freedom the same way as
the men.
As men do.
Yeah.
But during those times, women would only be given a one chance.
Yeah.
Maybe to know the man who have come to know the sweetheart who have come to look for her.
Okay.
And if she agree, or if the father agree, depending with because the girl in our traditional way of life, a girl was seen as a way of wealth.
Yeah.
So, because it was seen as a part of wealth, of the family wealth, depending with the comfortability of the sweeter who was coming to look for him or her, depending with her beauty. Like now, my friend Jabian, many sweeters, if it was those traditional time, she would attract very many sweeters because she is beautiful. So, if the girl is beautiful, like now the Korean traditional way of dating, of courtship or dating, a brown girl in Korea will attract very many sweeters.
Okay. Wow.
And even during the dowry, she would be depending with the comfortability of the sweeter with the family,
Okay.
depending with his intending cows that you want to pay.
Okay.
A beautiful girl like Jabian during those times would be given a dowry of more than 22 cows.
Wow.
Big one, enormous one.
Yeah.
But if she is a black woman, she'll be given 15 cows. I'm talking about color.
Yeah. Color by color. Color mattered so much.
Color mattered so much.
Okay.
A brown one, a light-skinned one, and a black one.
Yeah.
A black one will be given maybe 15 cows.
And then a brown one, like
22 cows.
Wow. That's amazing.
That was amazing. And so, cause the brown one would attract very many suitors.
So would people use not
For
to...
you to be given a date by... For you to be given a date by a brown girl was very hard.
Really?
Was very hard.
Hey.
Yeah, they had a very high demand. So, if the girl was black, for you to be given a date by that girl, because she would refuse very many suitors.
Yeah.
So if she was to allow you to give her a date,
Yeah.
very many suitors would come.
Yeah.
Maybe she could be forced by the father
Yeah.
after maybe father being promised
Yeah.
a very huge herd of cattle. Or if she was given a chance to choose, he would select from very many suitors.
But did she have an option even? Because they didn't have options. The father would command.
The father would command, depending on maybe she would see maybe the man who had come to look for her girl. Maybe she had leadership qualities.
Oh, the father would look at who is this man? What
Who is
does
this
he
man?
have?
Yeah. Maybe he came from a very rich background with a very huge herd of cows, cattle.
Yeah.
You see? So maybe sometimes the father would force the girl. This is the right man for you.
Yeah, because of wealth.
Because of the wealth. Or maybe they have an interaction with the family.
Yeah.
You see? But where the father was not harsh, or maybe there is no a suitor that a brother would decide for the girl to look for the man she wants.
Yeah.
It was very hard for a brown girl to give you a date.
Wow.
And when she give you a date,
Yeah.
the girl will tell his father, I think Dad, this is the right man for me. I like this man. So he can be given a very few hours to talk with you.
Yeah.
You see? And that will be the first date that he will give you.
Yeah.
And it could not go much more further. You see?
Yeah.
You talk, maybe he likes you by the way you talk, or maybe you had some, maybe whatever.
Yeah.
And after that, if she agree, I'm talking about the beautiful now.
Yeah,
The beautiful, if she agree, the father to that girl would now start from there. You will no longer see that man again until the time that she is going to marry you.
Wow.
So the father of that man, of that groom, the groom now, your intended groom, would now come, negotiate for the number of cows that you are going to pay. If he agree, they will continue with the courtship. A dark one, because there is no relationship, there is no a lot of communication. He would even pay for the bride price, and still the girl would remain to his father's house until a certain period of time.
Okay.
Sometimes in some of the customs, after he had paid for a certain amount of the dowry, she will not be given the girl directly.
Okay.
She was expected to look for the girl when she is going for the river to
bathe.
look for the water.
Yeah.
That is for the water, meaning domestic water to use in the house.
Yeah.
Then she would steal the girl now from there.
The man would steal the girl from the river.
She will look for other
boys.
family members to stroll there.
They carry her to the house.
To the that was a traditional way of marriage.
Yeah. Because for me, in my back in Uganda, my grandmother told me a man would meet you. If he loves you, he carries it to his wife, to his house, and that is it.
That is it.
He will close the door, you never come out.
If you try to do that way in a Korean relationship,
Yes.
his family would come there with the whole family and the family to that family and to that family.
Yeah.
And then you carry everything in your house,
What?
in your
The
entire
man's
society,
house. Oh.
in your entire father's property.
Okay.
Because even if you hide yourself before they pay the bride price, they would still come
For you.
for you.
Oh.
They would still come for the nini, the dowry.
Oh, by
By force.
force.
By force, by fire. Up to now, they still do so.
They are very tough.
But it depends. It depends. But in our modern days, it's a different thing. As you can see, it's very different.
Yeah.
Because in our today's dating, maybe you get interested with a girl, you get attracted with a girl, you first ask her for communication, not marriage.
Communication, yeah.
Communication. You ask her for the date. The date you can just meet anywhere. You can even meet in like this big forest if she agrees.
Yeah.
And then you have a conversation from there.
Yeah.
Or if you are in town, you can go in a hotel.
Yes.
And that's where maybe the first dating will start. You give yourself sweet words, tell her how that beautiful she is. And then if she agrees, you continue with dating. But what me I normally know, after dating, and the girl have decided to be in love with you, you start a period called courtship.
Yeah.
And there is no courtship that should take less than 6 months. A genuine relationship or a genuine courtship before any planning of marriage should be at least 6 months.
6 months.
Not less than 6 months.
Oh, not less.
Yeah.
Like 6 months and above.
6 months and above.
Oh, yeah. True.
I think 6 months and above can give you, it's a good opportunity to know that kind of the type of lady, the characteristics,
Even the type
the
of
likes.
guy. Not only the lady.
Yeah, both sides.
Yeah.
Even the girl, even the lady, even the man that you are in love with.
Yeah.
And for sure, I know for the first thing that would make you to ask for a date to a girl is that maybe all of the main point is attraction.
Yeah.
Nobody would ask you for a girl or for a date if she is not attracted to that girl.
True.
I even think so, even up to that is normal up to now.
Up to date.
Up to date.
Yeah,
Even
the first impression, just the physical appearance.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah, the physical appearance.
Yeah.
Though the physical appearance hides a lot of this. Maybe you can meet somebody and then maybe she is a pretender.
Yeah, true.
And that one will give you a chance for a period of 6 months
Yeah, to know who this
to know
person is.
the main character of that person. At the same time, you can visit the place of that person, whether a gentleman or a lady. At the same time, you can even, if you are Christian, you can even ask for prayers.
Yeah, you can pray
You can
to
tell,
God and
you can tell, yeah, I don't.
even you can pray and God can reveal to you that this person is wrong.
Is it possible?
If you know how to pray.
If you know how to pray.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So what is dating like in Kenya
Dating like in Kenya?
today?
Our today's dating in Kenya, you know, now as we as Kenyans, we have copied a lot from from West.
Yeah.
And especially here in Kenya, we usually do things like British. Because we are colonized by British people, we normally copy a lot from British.
Okay.
to an extent that we have left most of our traditional, apart from the birthday place. To an extent, nowadays mostly people meet in schools.
Yeah, true.
That's where they mostly start their relationship. Or the first dating mostly comes from schools. And especially at a tertiary level.
Yeah.
Whether college or university.
Yeah.
That's where people meet. Although they fast, they do it because of mostly peer influence.
Yeah.
Peer influence.
Yeah.
Without knowing fully what they really want.
Yeah.
Because I think the most accessible dating or courtship in terms of age, most people do ask the right age to start a courtship or the right age to
start dating. Yeah.
I think it should be from 24 years.
24 years.
After the university level.
Okay.
Especially here in Kenya.
Yeah, true. By the way, after university, I think it's better.
But during the university, you can still have a relationship.
What kind of relationship?
It's normal to have a friend.
Oh, just a friend?
Yeah. The friend that you can share with in university,
okay.
Not in secondary school.
Yeah, in secondary school is very tough.
In fact, in secondary school, that one is a crime.
Yeah.
Whether to your class, whether to your schoolmate or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a crime.
True.
It's like a crime.
Yeah. So, what are you advising girls who are in relationship? Girls.
It's a good question. When you're having a relationship, before that relationship could go further, you must know the intention of the relationship. Because somebody must have might be in need of a relationship just to waste you.
Yeah.
So if you have a relationship, you must know the intention of the relationship. If the relationship was to make a family, you should know even the background of that person that you're having a relationship with.
Okay.
Because nowadays some of the relationship may have some cultures that you cannot even be able to handle.
True.
Or not only the cultures, even some of the families. You may go to a family and meet a lot of Zuzus there.
Yeah.
Kileze people.
Yeah.
So what makes you to expect after being married by that person that you are not going to be affected genetically?
Definitely affected.
You'll be affected.
You're part of the family.
You're part of the family.
Yeah.
So if the person that you are dating with or that you are having a courtship with is having some problem, genetical problems in his background, expect it the same.
Yeah.
So you should first try to visit the place.
But some
because
ladies,
nowadays most of the ladies they start the relationship in town. They stay in the town. They even do the come we stay together.
Yeah.
Then after the come we stay, they even imagine they have already married each other.
Yeah, true.
Even without legally being recognized.
Yeah, they have kids already.
They have kids.
Yeah.
By the time you are going to the place of that person, and the things that you are going to meet there, there are things that you could not even imagine.
And again, you cannot go back.
And again, you cannot go back because you are now in the company.
Yeah.
Whereby you are sharing the children's now.
Yeah, true.
Nobody will go with the children's alone. Yeah.
So in other words, you're telling ladies out there before they enter a relationship, they should understand the person they're going to relationship with.
Not the ladies only. Even the man. Even the man. You should know the background. You should know much about the background. Okay. If you are there, but if you don't care, maybe sometimes you may not care. Yeah.
Then you'll be lucky.
You can gamble.
Yeah.
You know, at the same time in your life there is gambling.
No, again you need to know because sometimes the man can meet you in town, say come we stay, and then he gives you babies like 3 of them, and after dumps you because he never married you. You know that?
And you may not get anywhere to get him.
Yeah, true.
Because you don't know the background. There is no any legal instruction to show you the directions. There's nowhere that you can get to that person anymore.
Yeah, true.
You see?
Yeah. Yeah, if you give birth to kids with like as a couple, and the man disappears, can the law and can the lady be helped somehow?
Fast.
Trace the man.
You know, with the okay, right now as we are speaking, the modern way of family mechanism has changed a lot.
Yeah.
Because nowadays, not only the men that they are going, not only men that are fading away in life, even women, they are disappearing.
Oh.
Leaving the man with the children.
Oh.
Yeah.
By the way, yeah.
Nowadays.
I think I've heard
By
of
the way,
that.
me, I have seen even very many couples nowadays. It's men who are caring for the children more than women.
I
don't know what I've changed.
Things have really changed. Yeah. Women are becoming tougher then.
Yeah.
Hey. Okay.
Like
guys, leave a comment and let us know what is happening in your country.
For sure, that's very true.
Yeah.
Nowadays, men are the one who are blotting up their kids.
Are the men the one bringing up the kids in your country, and the ladies have left the men? Because initially we know it is the man to leave the lady with the kids. Now the ladies are leaving the men with the kids.
They're even going and getting married like in this,
somewhere.
For sure, like in this place, I know very, very many women who have left the man and have gone to another place and gotten married and left the man with the children. And then the man is blotting up the children being a single father.
Oh my God.
So we cannot necessarily say we cannot necessarily say it's a man. Yeah.
Even ladies are becoming wild.
Sure.
Should say wild. How do you leave your children with a man? He doesn't have breasts to give them milk. He doesn't know how to take care of babies. That's crazy. At least a woman at least can maneuver. Yeah. So guys, we are still with our Simon and still discussing, sharing with you a lot of things. Just keep tuned. So what do you, how do you find a right man?
It's a good question. If you are Christian, you know very well the Bible says, "For whoever have gotten a husband, whoever have gotten a wife, have gotten a good thing."
Yeah.
So the right man comes from, it's a gift from God.
Yeah, true.
The right man is a gift from God. And I think the gift of God adds no sorrow.
Yeah.
So if first you ask God for a gift, you expect that gift to be automatically a good thing.
To be a good thing.
It's a good thing. So whether you have asked God for a husband or a wife, and it's God who has given you, we expect it to be a good thing.
You have to appreciate that.
Yeah, you have, because God will always give you something that He knows that you will not, at the end of the day, that you will not regret. You will not regret about His gift. Yeah.
Thank you for that, Simon. So, what do you advise, like, ladies whom they say, "Come, we stay"? You know, I think you already said it, that they need to know the background of this before.
But it's also a good. It's a good question. You know, the reason that contribute to "Come, we stay." Maybe there is a number of reasons why people decide to have a "Come, we stay." Like here in Kenya, men are facing a lot of challenges.
Yeah.
And if you look entirely the whole society, the way it's based, it's too much caring about women. Too much. There is too much, a lot of care to the women.
From the government?
From the government.
Oh, really?
Even from the international bodies. Even from the, what do you call it? Non-governmental organization.
Yeah, non-governmental organization.
They are helping women too much for getting the boy child.
Oh.
So, due to those reasons, and the way their life is hard, it has made the society to have a fewer men than
women.
Yeah.
Okay.
So many of the women are not getting married. So, and as time goes by, and they already notice, I am getting old, I have no children. So he now end up without caring whether it's "Come, we stay," it's whatever, it's whatever she needs is children and a relationship. So you see,
true.
So what you can say about the come we stay, it also depends with the age.
Yeah.
Because I don't expect somebody who is 24, 25 to come to have a marriage that we can call come and stay. He should have a legal based marriage.
Yeah.
But now if you are above that,
Like
what
if you're
would you
above
do?
30. If you're above 30.
If you're above that, what would you do?
If you're above 30, still you have to go get married legally.
You can get legally, but what about you cannot get him? They want to ask you to to get married to you legally. You ask whoever is closer to you to, it's okay. Whatever you want, let us the right continue.
Oh, really?
What would you do? You are now that you are almost heading to 45.
Guys, leave a comment. Tell us, guys, is what Simon telling us right? That if you're above 30 and you're heading upward, should you just talk to somebody close to you so you can?
Now, whoever comes, you just agree because I think you don't know. The chances are getting minimal and minimal and minimal.
But for me, I'm saying that even if you're above 30, age has no, marriage has no limit. Okay? Yeah, it has no limit. Even there are people who have found love at 50, there are people who have found love at 40. So I think you can still be patient and pray to God, and God will bring that right man, that right husband. Yeah, and that right wife for you. What do you think, Simon?
I think age is not a number. Because when you get married when you are old, you may not get enough chances to bring your children, to give your kids the right upkeep.
Okay. Yeah.
Because as you grow up older, you reduce your toughness.
Yeah.
So if you happen to get kids when you are maybe 50s, you may have kids that you are not able to control.
Yeah. You may be weaker.
You are getting weaker even in terms of...
And the kids are stronger than you.
Hey, and the kids are much more stronger than you.
Oh.
And even some of the things that the kids are doing, you may not be able to handle them.
Oh.
Is that true?
True. Yeah.
Because me, I know when I was growing up, in my time,
Yeah.
if I did not get the right father,
Yeah.
maybe I could be a very bad boy.
Oh.
Because me, I was born in those remote area of Central Province, and I could even hear the voice of the vehicle when it is entering in our
Compound.
in our road,
Okay.
in our, how do you call them? The small road that leaves the bigger road to
The feeder road.
the feeder roads.
Okay.
And then I would go there and hang on the lorries. And then I would be beaten by my dad very rarely. But the next time I would still do the same.
Oh my God.
By the way, I would say, concerning that question, I would say when you are bringing up the kids, take care on the way that you are doing what?
Bring them up.
That you are bringing them up.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you maybe become so much tough to an extent.
Yeah.
You may blot out kids which are hard even to manage.
Yeah.
Because the way you bring up a child, and especially a boy child, the male child, it needs a lot of care.
Yeah.
Some of the things all I know, some of the things you may see he has done, and just ignore them. Because they will lead the child away from you. But when it becomes so much tough, everything is tough, beat, you cane him thoroughly. He may not come back when he do that thing.
You'll be like chasing the child away from you.
And the child will always continue doing whatever he do.
They will get used to
They are used to do so. You know, there is peer influence. It's like they forget. Have you ever seen that? Sometimes you may cane your child, you may beat your child, you may discipline your child.
Yeah.
And then the same reason or the same reason that he made you to discipline that child, after 1 hour, she forgot and he or she repeat the same mistake.
True.
And especially a boy child.
And you're like, what's wrong with this child?
What's wrong with this child?
Yeah.
I think that's normal to a child. So
Okay.
I think you should, if in our, in those Western countries, you're not allowed to cane your child. That's
Yeah.
what I think.
Yeah, true.
But here we are given the right to discipline.
Okay. Yeah.
Hmm? Tough one.
Yeah.
And I think it should be at least maybe 3 or 2 strokes.
Yeah, sure.
It's not for a child.
But small, eh?
And like this one.
Oh.
And he will still repeat the same thing that you have told
Yeah,
him.
true. Maybe even the Western world, that's why they don't beat kids. They talk to them. Because even if you beat the child,
He will
they can
still
still
repeat.
repeat it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Bible tells us that spare the rod, spoil the child.
Yeah. So I think I think we should start with the Bible. We should start with the Bible trainers.
So should we keep beating the kids with the sticks, or we talk to the kids?
We
Which
should
one is better way?
spare the rod and beat the child. The child should be beaten because she or she will repeat the same mistake. So if you don't beat him, he will fear nothing.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Mm.
Wow. Kids
Kids are tough.
are tougher. So you are saying that if someone gives birth at an old age, the kids uncontrollable.
He becomes uncontrollable because you may become tired.
Oh,
Even too much negotiation with the kids, even beating, even the spirit of the child is weaker.
okay.
So that's why I'm saying age should be a number in marriage.
Oh,
Yeah.
it should be considered.
It should be considered. But when you get a child at an age of 25,
Mm,
you are able to interact from 25 years if you are a girl.
yeah.
And when you get a child when you are a man like 27 or 28, you can be able to control that child.
Yeah, true. Because by the time the
At the
child
same,
grows,
and at the same time, you are still rhyming with the child.
yeah,
You are still rhyming.
he's growing, you're growing.
You still, you are both growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can even have time to jump up, jump and jump
Yeah,
with the
dance,
kid,
jump
play with the kid.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when now I'm 50 or 55, will I be able to jump with the child?
I know.
So,
Yeah. Can you advise the parents on how to discipline the children? A little bit.
the children,
Yeah.
how they should be disciplined.
Mhm.
Me, I believe on one
If a
thing.
child is told to read books and is not reading, is told to do
I
this,
believe- I
is
believe
not
on one
doing
thing.
it. Yeah.
I believe that the way God has created us, the female and male, there is a different perspective of bringing up those children, depending on their gender.
Yeah.
Mostly, that girl thing is very delicate. Some of the things that you discipline your boy child with, you may not. It may not be necessary to a girl.
Yeah.
A girl, you can even leave a remote there. She may not even touch. But now the boy will take that remote, will open it,
Yeah.
will do this and this and that.
Yeah,
For
true.
next time when you get in the room, you are mad.
The remote is spoiled.
The remote
You
is
have to
spoiled.
just buy another one. Yeah.
You have to buy another one, or don't know what you have to do. She may even open a TV to look whatever it is inside.
But you can talk to the child. Tell the child, don't open this TV again.
Whatever you told him, that's what he will do too.
You remember, you forget.
He will do that's what he will tell you to do. You know, we as human beings, it's like we were repentant.
Yeah.
Hmm? Whatever we are told not to do, that's what we like most to do.
Yeah, true. By the way, it's true.
We are rebellious.
We are rebellious.
We are rebellious.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
So, but when you know you are going to get a few canes, you may fear, I'm not going to do this.
You start to imagine how they're going to beat your bum bum.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
like,
And
hey,
then you
I'm
fear.
not going to do it again.
I will not repeat again.
Yeah.
So, I think the right way to discipline your child, it first depends with the gender.
Okay.
Is that a child a boy or a girl?
Yeah.
Because when you are having a boy child, you should not you should not be ugly. It's like you are now getting mad because he or she, the child have done this and this. Because if you get mad, you are likely to harm the child.
Yeah, true.
But if you discipline him delicately and with a loving manner,
Yeah.
you cannot harm the child.
Yeah, you can.
But you must give her a few strokes
Yeah, true.
to make her remember
Yeah.
But don't forget, he will still repeat whatever you have told him not to repeat.
Sure.
He will repeat.
So what do you do?
And
You discipline again. You don't have to get tired. That's what I think.
You are not supposed to get tired,
Yeah.
and you also not got. You are not supposed to get mad.
Yeah. True.
It should be disciplining with love.
Yeah. Oh, guys, I think you have heard. Yeah, for the parents who are too tough, you know, African parents can be
you should
so
not be
tough. They open their eyes like this and the child runs away.
Even some of the parents will look to the child like this,
Yeah.
and then the child will not. You stop whatever he was doing, and then he will run away.
Yeah.
But you should
good.
know he is still going to repeat whatever you have told him not to repeat
Yeah, true.
when you are not there.
Yeah, true, true. Which is very bad.
Which is very bad.
Yeah. So, what do you? Can we talk about these? Have you heard of girls who are like dating boys, like they have boyfriends, and when their parents maybe threaten to, you know, stop the relationship, and maybe take the girls to police. I think some of those girls are like minors. So the girls say that if they take the boyfriend to police, they'll also be
Maybe they are going to commit suicide.
Yes.
Maybe they are going to, okay, mostly that one.
Some of them even steal things from the parents and give them to them.
Okay, that one.
Yeah.
That one is a different case.
Yeah.
Because mostly the kind of girls and boys that get a relationship are mostly on teenage.
Yeah.
Teenager. Yeah, they are teenagers.
Yeah.
So these are kids which already know the right thing and the bad thing.
Yeah.
Those one they need to be talked to.
Just talk to.
You have to talk to them.
Okay.
You have to show them this is not the right time. This is, if you do this and this, if you are a girl, maybe you can get pregnant.
Yeah.
Or maybe you may contract some mini STDs.
Yeah.
So you are not supposed to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It will do this and this harm to you. But you cannot keep on fighting big teenagers.
Yeah,
They may do something that you may not even like to hear about.
Teenagers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because they are controlled by peer influence.
Yeah.
And whatever.
And age.
And the age.
Yeah, the age actually, they think they know more and better than everybody.
They are the one who knows more than anybody else.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. So what else are we talking about? Relationship, dating.
So you have to make them to know that that is not the right time to date or to mingle. Yeah.
So should if like girls get girlfriends and boys, should they introduce them to their parents, and when?
At which age?
You know, some of them get boyfriends and girlfriends when they're in high school.
Hey, for me, I won't advise.
They do? Yeah, if peer pressure from high school.
Even though it's a peer pressure, it should not be done.
Yeah.
It should not be allowed.
You're supposed to be reading your books,
You
concentrate, do not waste
You are supposed to be reading your books.
Yeah.
You are supposed to be doing your studies. You cannot tell me that you're having a relationship. You know, mom, I'm going to show you my boyfriend. That is nonsense.
In high school?
In high school, that is nonsense.
True.
What about you, Jack?
It's nonsense.
You're
supposed to be concentrating on your books in high school, and then looking forward to joining the university and look at your career.
But when you are in a tertiary level, maybe even if you have first year or second year, maybe you can have a relationship sometimes. But the one that the parents do encourage completely, it's after your tertiary level. After your tertiary level, after you complete your tertiary levels. Every parent would admire that.
So should let me ask you, Simon, should kids be allowed to go to school with phones? You know, in the Western world, kids go to school with phones, smartphones. So in Africa, do kids go to school with phones?
They hide them.
Oh, they
but
hide.
It's not allowed.
So they don't capture them. They don't find out.
You know, nowadays things are changing.
Yeah.
In some of the secondary school, the teacher, you know, the teacher is intelligent. Yeah. he set a day. And I don't want to enlighten those kids so that the teacher can continue courting them.
Yeah.
There are some days which are set aside by the entire
Good.
administration of the school.
Okay.
And that day is called Outreach of the Row. We call it in Kiswahili siku ya kufunja sheria.
Yeah.
And then each and every child is told, do whatever you wish to do if you are allowed. That's one thing that you feel that when your teacher do it, it's like you are not. That's the thing. If you're allowed to do this, I can do it. But now, since I'm not allowed, I'm doing it because it's a command. That's why I'm not doing it.
Okay.
So that day they are given a permission, and that permission is a permission of the day of Outreach of the Row.
Oh.
The
Here
day,
in Kenya.
Yeah.
Wow.
We are still getting modernized.
Oh,
We are looking to the Western.
wow. You're
That day,
copying the Western
It's a day
culture
to
very
break the
much.
law.
Yeah.
The children's or the students are allowed to break the law of the school.
Okay.
Do whatever you feel that this thing do in an Ifinya.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a freedom day.
Yeah, it's like a freedom day.
Yeah.
Whatever you feel that,
You want to do it
do it
that very day.
that very day.
Okay.
And that day, since the teacher is very bright, we will set the cameras on. And then he will keep on noticing. That is Jackie.
Yeah.
She has dressed on a the home school.
Yeah.
The home
The home clothes.
the civilian.
Yeah.
He's dressed on civilian clothes.
Yeah.
Okay. So Jackie usually pass this usually sneak this civilian clothes to the classes, to the dormitory, without the knowledge of the teacher.
Yes.
Now the teacher ask him or herself, ask himself, and how do Jackie sneak these clothes without my intention, without my intention, and I keep checking. There's those days that they check on the dormitories to see that these things which are legally sneaked to the dormitory.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where did Jackie hide these clothes? Where did Jackie hide this phone? Where did Jackie hide this area that usually braid with? What do you call it?
The braids.
The braids or the
weave.
The weave.
Yeah.
Now Jackie she has dressed on a weave. How did he sneak this weave without the intention of the teacher or without the teacher knowing?
Yeah.
And without that teacher checking on Jackie's box, but still he did not get that phone or a weave or whatever.
Yeah.
Or even drugs.
Yeah.
Because there are some students who sneak drugs. But I don't think whether, unless your child maybe have a problem with the mental problem, he cannot smoke when even that day when he is given a chance of
that freedom day.
That freedom day.
But it's a day for doing whatever you want. You can even smoke.
But I think that one can be a much more crime.
So that's how they record. For them, they give you freedom day, and they get to know who you are that very day.
That very day, that is the time that teacher gets to know who you are properly.
Yeah. They are clever.
And then when we are back to the normal school routines, the teacher would look you properly and see this one is needed to be looked with both eyes.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
True. So in case of anything, they are not surprised.
They are not surprised.
Okay.
They are not surprised. Yeah.
So what qualities should a person look at before choosing a partner? What do you think should be the qualities?
That's a good question. Qualities that you are supposed to look when you are looking for a partner. One is that what do you like in a person?
Yeah.
Because there are some people who like short people. Fat one, short and fat, slim and short.
Yeah.
So what do you like you yourself? what attracts you most?
Yeah. You may be attracted by beauty.
You may be attracted. Most of the, I think everybody is attracted by beauty.
Okay.
Number two, and the most important, a source of maintenance.
Yeah.
A source of income.
Yeah.
You cannot.
So Simon, if a person is attracted by beauty, like you're saying, someone should consider beauty. So what if beauty fades? What happens?
It fades with it still fades with me. Do you think when you are? Do you know when? Do you think when you have somebody because he's beautiful, and then you happen to marry that person? As you grow, he or she is still growing.
Oh, you're all growing.
Yeah, you're all growing.
Okay.
But I think when you are looking for a third person, you should also consider age, because I think women get more older than men.
Yeah,
So at least a girl should be younger
than the man.
than the man.
Okay.
That's why you say that age is not a number.
Yeah, true. Guys, to Simon, age is not a number. Let us know in the comment. Is age the number or age is not a number? Still a question. Yeah, so what else should someone look into?
I said the source of income.
Should the person be rich or poor? Source of income?
The source of income doesn't depend whether you are rich or poor.
Yeah.
But if you know when you are Christian, by the way, that should be a good topic. It's a good topic.
Yeah.
If you are Christian, you all know that a man was created, and then after the woman was created.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact,
Yeah.
when the man was created, the woman was created to help the
man.
So when you have nothing to be helped with,
Yeah.
do you expect it to be helped when you have nothing to be helped? At least you must have something to be looked after.
Okay. As a man.
As a man.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
Because let us say let's say I don't have any income, and then I'm dating you, Jackie, and then it happens you are the one who is catering everything. What do you expect?
Me, the girl, I'm the one catering everything.
Yeah. First, there will be no respect.
Of course.
Hmm?
Of course. I think
because you are the head.
Naturally.
At least a man should provide.
Yeah, sure.
Even if you can have a relationship whereby it's in a matter of mutual benefit, not a parasitism way, but as a man, you must be providing.
Okay.
You must be a number.
Okay.
Abba means the provider.
The provider.
You must at least provide for your love, for your family. But when you are not providing, you are not supposed to be called the head.
Really?
I think so.
Okay. How is it in Kenya? Are there families where the wife is providing to the man? And how are they surviving?
Things have changed a lot.
Yeah.
Things have changed a lot to an extent. Right now, there are some of the families that women are still providing. But if you look at those families, sometimes they are not. Sometimes there is not enough respect. Not most of the family that a woman can provide, and still the respect is still remain the way it's supposed to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I think like for me, when you go back in my country, the men fight to provide because they want to earn that respect.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even if let's say this man struggled to look for money and he cannot really get, and he happens to get a girlfriend who can provide, he will still look for someone else who can provide.
Yeah, a woman can provide. A man must provide, but a woman can still assist.
Yeah, true.
Like now we can have a project worth maybe 2 million Kenyan million. Maybe you have $1 million.
Yeah.
Then you can tell me, let me help you with an extra million. As an assistant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And at the same time, nowadays, according to the rules and according to our constitution, if you happen to have a divorce, we are sharing everything. So Even if a woman provides or assists on
Yeah.
everything,
Yeah.
even if he is not secure, in the case of a divorce,
Yeah.
you still do what?
Share everything.
Yeah, everything is going to be shared equally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
According
50-50.
according to the Kenyan constitution, that is true.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about the kids? How about the children?
The kids must remain with the mother until the age of 18, or depending, but it will depend.
Yeah.
There are some parents whereby there are some women who are not responsible. You see,
Yeah.
maybe they are drunkard, or maybe there are some aspects
Yeah.
which can contribute to the father to be given the child.
Oh, okay. I get it. Wow.
If you give enough evidence that the mother is a drunkard, or she is a prostitute, or he can add negative virtue to the child, any negative virtue, and then you give the evidence, and the child happen to also decide, we like our dad, we want to stay with our dad.
Oh, it's okay. The
Yeah.
government will allow that.
The government will allow that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's good. Do you have a lot of divorce cases in Kenya?
Nowadays we have.
Oh,
Nowadays we have, but there before, during our fathers, there was no divorce.
okay.
The divorce cases was very rare,
Rare.
very minimal. But nowadays there is a lot of divorce cases. Since women have gotten enlightened and they have gotten to know their rights. Yeah.
Okay, so what advice do you give someone out there? Maybe she's a lady, she's threatening to leave her husband with the kids and run away.
I think that one is a hard question, or it's also a simple question. As a Christian,
Yeah,
there is no divorce.
yeah.
And if you happen to have a divorce, you should not be married. I mean,
Oh,
as a Christian.
okay.
And if you have an intention to eternal life as a Christian,
Yeah,
if you are Christian, you cannot divorce. But sometimes you can have a separation.
okay.
And if you divorce, you're not supposed to be married again.
Okay. Wow. As a
That we
Christian,
call that is
the Bible condemns divorce.
it condemns divorce.
Uh,
It's adultery.
oh, it's adultery.
Although some cases, I don't remember the first one, but still the Bible says that when you are tired of the yoke, you relinquish yourself from that yoke.
Okay, you separate.
It's not necessarily that you separate any kind of yoke,
Yeah,
or any kind of slavery.
yeah. Oh, yeah, sure.
Any kind of slavery. You know, you can have a marriage which is like a slavery,
Yeah, true.
and then you are living like a slave.
Yeah, right, right.
So when you are tired of that slavery, you can relinquish yourself from that slavery.
By giving up the marriage?
You
endure.
You are not getting my point.
No, I'm not.
I'm not saying that you can get a divorce.
Yeah.
You know, the Bible is somehow it's the law that can tie you,
Yeah.
and at the same time can do what?
Untie you.
Can keep you free.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, sure.
So the Bible says that when you are Christian, if you are Christian, you should not do what? Divorce. Okay? And if you happen to divorce, you should not be married again.
Oh. Okay.
And when you get married again, it's that one is adultery.
It's adultery.
It's adultery.
Hey, guys,
So-
you've heard?
But the same, I don't remember the first one. It says, any kind of slavery, when you get tired of it, you'll do what? You'll relinquish yourself from that slavery.
Yeah.
That is including.
Isn't that kind of contradicting?
It's not contradicting, but it is, okay, it's not contradicting. I'm telling you, the Bible will always,
Tie you and untie you. Wow.
depending with the way you are going to receive the
Yeah.
word.
Yeah.
So when you get tired of I am tired of this kind of slavery that I'm living in.
Yeah.
You see,
Yeah.
despite being adulterine, you can do what? Huh?
You can arrange.
You can relieve yourself from that what? From that slavery.
That's slavery.
Yeah.
Do you think it's right to make a covenant in the relationship, like between the two?
Wow, that's good. It's a good question. I think on that question concerning the covenant, it's a maybe a serious problem that many people have undergone.
Okay.
As you can see, we are in a bush. No, we did not remember to carry some water.
Yeah, sure.
So I think you will have to forgive me.
Yeah.
And we have talked a lot.
Yeah.
Yes. On that topic concerning the covenant in a relationship. No, I think it's not a good thing to have a covenant with somebody.
Okay.
Because the Bible says when you say yes, when you say yes to somebody, it should be yes.
Yeah.
And when you say no, it should be no.
No.
Simple as that, as simple
Yeah.
like that. But when you add something else, like a covenant,
Yeah.
there are some people who, in a relationship, who tend to go further and say, you know, this our relationship have gone too much, and I want to make this relationship of ours to become solid. Solid? Solid in the form of what?
Yeah.
Maybe one of your partner would tell you, let's have a covenant,
Yeah.
or let us make an oath, or let us, okay, all those things that people do.
Yeah. Yeah. Do
in
they,
a-
by the way, do they still do those things today?
Yeah, they are nowadays are the people. You know, people don't know the meaning of a covenant or an oath.
Yeah.
An oath or a covenant, and it's anything that you can make to fight on your behalf
Yeah.
of yourself.
Yeah.
In a case that person breaks the covenant,
Oh my God. It is that strong?
so much strong.
Okay.
It's strong more than you can think. For example, Jackie, I can tell you I'm in love with you. I love you very much, and don't want anybody to come in between us to make any separation.
Yeah.
So, and I tell you, you bring me your hand, one of your finger, and then I spike it with maybe a needle like this, and then you spike mine, and then you happen to have some blood. You taste my blood, I taste yours, and then make that covenant.
That's a covenant.
That's the covenant.
That
now.
is how it is made, and that is
And
it.
it's very dangerous. It can harm you for the rest of your life.
What? Why? It seems like just a small thing.
It's a very small thing,
And that big.
but it's a very big thing.
Okay.
Jackie, as you know, human beings are not like animals. And human being is a component of the livings. The soul,
Yeah.
the body, and there is the spirit.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
Okay?
Yeah.
When you are sleeping, you happen to have some dreams. In your sleeps, in your dreams, you dream things that can happen, or you dream things that are real, because your soul is real.
Yeah.
Your soul is a combination of two things: your body and your spirit.
Yeah.
Spirit belongs to God. Body is also belongs to God. It was created by God,
Yeah.
but it's fresh, in a fresh form. When fresh combined with spirit of God, there is another thing which is born called the soul.
Okay.
So, soul is an inborn of body and
Spirit.
spirit. When God created human being, He put His spirit inside that body, and the body happened to be alive.
Yeah.
So, as a result of spirit of God and flesh,
Yeah.
which is the body, we get soul. it's not that I'm out of the topic. I'm trying to make you the meaning of the word covenant.
Yeah.
So when Jackie, I speak to you and I tell you I love you, that thing that I speak to you, it is spirit. It's a word.
Yeah.
Words are like spirit.
Yeah.
It penetrates deep down in your heart, and it creates a bond.
Yeah.
Even you, when you are asleep, you can imagine. Simon told me that he loved me. Wow. Oh, maybe I don't want to be loved by that person.
Yeah.
So that's how strong the words are. Because words are alive.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah. The word is powerful.
Words are powerful.
Okay.
And the Bible says that the words, the power of life and death is in the tongue. So when I speak about love, and also don't forget that the Bible still says, if you don't know how love, you don't know God.
Yeah.
So when you speak those words of God, that the God who is love, and then you say, I love you, because a sweet word from God, authority, they penetrate inside. So when you go to an extra mile and make a covenant, what do you expect?
Oh,
This covenant will come to hunt for you later in life.
Okay.
Do you know, you remember in that bushy forest where there was bees, where there was tall trees, and where there was a huge log, and you told Jackie that you love her.
Yeah.
What made you to change your mind? Do you remember that you made even an agreement? And you made a covenant of blood.
Yeah.
So that blood will come to hunt you forever.
Oh.
You may not even get another husband. Or you may, if you get it, many bad things might happen to you. So any type of covenant is bad.
Have you heard of anywhere where it has happened, like in this country?
Yeah. I think just another day, I had a friend of mine. She went to a place called. She went to another place in those Middle East countries. I won't say the country by itself, but those Middle Middle East countries.
Yeah.
And when he was going there, he left behind his family. He left behind his husband and a few kids, maybe 3 or 4. When she went there, because she was as beautiful as Jackie, the way she was, the way she is, she went there and happened to have another friend, and happened to have another friend whom she met from that place.
Yeah.
In fact, the friend whom she caught was a female friend.
Oh, not a male.
Not a male.
Okay.
And in the content of their friendship, they happened to have a covenant whereby
With a girl with the same sex.
Same sex, whereby they made a covenant of a ring, and that Mwalabu girl gave an African girl. They both interchanged the rings. Then after a few years, the girl came back to Africa and met his beloved family. And he met her family. Her children have grown up. And
And the other girl, were they lesbians? What were they doing?
I don't know. I would explain exactly whom they were, but the fact is, they were friends, great friends, who made a covenant that they won't leave us each other.
Okay.
And if you go back to your country, you just go for a short while, and then you come back. We live together because we are one family and we love each other. I don't know whether you are so called, but me that's how that girl told me. or that woman told me.
Yeah.
Can you smell the
honey.
the honey? It smells
I
nice.
can even see one.
Yeah.
They call them what?
The beehive.
The beehive.
Yeah. It smells nicely.
Yeah. Oh, there are a lot of them here.
By the way, friends, here there is a lot of beehives. Yeah.
Can you see any?
I can see.
There's a beehive, guys, in these trees, as you can see, right here, over here. Look at that. Yeah, that's a beehive. That is a beehive house over there. Let's get closer to it and see it. This is how it looks. It's a beehive. There are a lot of bees flying. I think you can see. And bees are so dangerous. They can strike anytime in case tampered with. So they are right there inside. Yeah.
That one there. So, as we go back to our conversation, so when the girl came back here in Kenya and stayed for a shorter while, the other partner there was scared, and because of the covenant, I don't know the kind of power that she used to send his powers back here to Kenya. And the girl could say that she sees that Amarabu girl
every time, like
every
a ghost.
time. She could see her like a ghost. And we almost spent almost a few days in the church to break that covenant. So my friends, I want to show you how strong a covenant can be when you make it with somebody in a relationship. So make sure you don't make a covenant in a relationship.
Is it a true story?
It's a true story. It just happened the other day. And I'm telling you, it's my friend. By the way, I went there with his husband. And yeah, I told you that woman has that lady has a husband with children. So when he came back to Kenya, he was so much enticed by the family. He felt that she could not go back to the other family that he has made, knowing that he was going there for a work and then come back with money to make her family to fund the project of the family and whatever. So the covenant came here up to Kenya to hunt for that lady. We went. We had to go further to look for a preacher, and not only a preacher but a strong preacher who could break that covenant. So if you happen to do, so my friend, if you happen to do any covenant, for you to feel, if you feel to break that covenant again, it will cost you more than you did when you are making that covenant.
It can even cost your life, right?
It can even cost your life.
Yeah. So guys, I think you have heard it's not good to make a covenant in relationship. You need to just trust your word. If someone says they love you, right? Yeah. Don't go ahead to exchange blood and all that, because you don't know tomorrow. Tomorrow comes with its own challenges.
Yeah, in short, if you make a covenant, you automatically become a slave to that person. You cannot enslave you cannot relinquish yourself from that slavery again. That is a long time. It's a lifetime slavery.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is very bad. I think I've watched covenants in movies. I've not witnessed any apart from the one experience is told.
So don't make covenant.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much, Simon. I think you deserve a huge clap. Thank you so much. That is good. That is good advice, because people do it. Most of these things unknowingly, they just do them. They don't know what they are doing. They think they're in love, and love is strong. So
love knows no bound.
You can be in love and find yourself doing stuff unknowingly, and then they turn against you. Especially the young people. Your caution, be caution.
And especially in college or primary school,
Yeah,
you can be influenced by peer influence.
exactly.
You know, I've been targeting this guy.
Yeah.
I have been targeting this boy.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose him or her anymore.
Yeah,
So
sure.
let me make a covenant with you. If you
Yeah.
try,
Guys, if you're a young lady or young man, beautiful people are not yet born.
sure,
You might be in love today, you're like, hey, Simon is the one, tomorrow you see another one who's beautiful.
sure.
Oh.
So it does it. A covenant knows no about.
No, I mean like,
It can travel back even to Norway or whatever.
no, let's say they are friends, they have made a covenant, like a couple or like friends. So what if they all decide we don't no longer want each other?
No way, nothing like that.
That never happens.
A covenant is a covenant. It will take you more than you can think.
Even when you all decide we can't be together.
Maybe you can go back, maybe and revisit it again. Maybe you can. I don't know what you can
Yes,
do.
that's crazy.
Because I know the only way, like now, the one that we had to look for
A priest,
a priest
yeah,
to start on behalf of that covenant, to break that covenant.
really,
Yeah.
something else. Okay, thank you. That's all we have for you. Thank you for watching. Kindly don't forget to subscribe.
Guys, as you can see, we have talked too much about the relationship, and I think you have enjoyed our watch.
Yeah,
And as Jackie have said, don't forget to subscribe to her channel. Don't forget.
yeah, kindly support us. We are one people, one
Nation.
continent, one nation.
Mhm.
Thank you so much. God bless you. Bye.
Bye.